This video and this information could change your life. Just sit back, relax, and treat this video like a podcast and just pay attention. Hear me out for just a few minutes. Enjoy. Alright guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to be talking about other altcoins and pretty much a good indication of which ones are going to do good and which ones are going to do bad. Now, if you've seen the render video, I did dive into this a little bit, but we are specifically going to be talking about that in this video. So, right, Bitcoin overall, the last few days, let's just take it from pretty much the top to where we are right now, has pretty much dropped around 16%, okay? Which means usually altcoins are going to drop a little bit more than that. And if they're much crappier and, you know, in a way useless, they're going to drop way more. So something like render pretty much from, you can say even this very top right here to here, dropped 19.69%. So just like 3-4% more than Bitcoin, which is normal, right? If we look at PNG, pretty much when it had its last relevant pump, pretty much, we can take it from here to here, 22%. Pretty solid. Now, something like Myro, meme coin, I still believe in it, and I still think it's going to pump, right? I did say the only thing to screw up Myro is pretty much if Bitcoin wants to die, and Bitcoin did decide to die. But anyways, yep, 52% drop. Not looking pretty for my portfolio in terms of Myro, but that is more common with meme coins, right? Solana, right? Solana was kicking butt even though Bitcoin was still going down. And if we look right now, only 18%. So it's almost the same as Bitcoin. One other bad boy we're going to look at is Ethereum, right? If we look at Ethereum, take it from here. I mean, this is kind of high. When did Bitcoin officially start dying? The 13th, 14th? Okay, so we will take it from there. That's only fair, right? Boom. 22%, right? So we saw something like Myro die a lot, while these other coins got decent percentage, and some of them had just only 1 or 2% more than Bitcoin. So what does that indicate? Well, what that means to me personally is that some of these coins are ready to shoot to the absolute moon. And I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. Let's look at FTM right now. FTM is still pushing up pretty much when Bitcoin is going down. Look at the high. The recent high is at the 19th, and we're only down 11%. It was pushing up while Bitcoin was going down. That is a good indication that this coin will do good in the bull run, right? That is one of the indications, because if it is surviving against Bitcoin going down, then that's a really good sign. Look, if we look at Dogecoin, Mr. Doge himself, right? I believe is the 14th, you know, 33% drop. If we look at Pepe, pretty much up here, down to here, 35% drop. So you can tell some of these coins drop a lot more, some of them not so much, and some of them are actually still going up and making moves. You know, Avalanche recently was breaking out, and you can tell just 2 days ago it was really nice and high. You know, yes, now it is down 20%, but it was pumping while Bitcoin was going down. Now that is a really good indication. Now, I'm really high on Avalanche anyways, so I believe this thing will do absolute wonders, right? I do believe we'll go to pretty much the $300 area. Now, if we go to crypto bubbles, we can see in the last week, pretty much when Bitcoin started to drop, some coins actually still went overall up, which is absolute crazy, and it's a really good sign for them. But you can also see which coins have gone down the most. And now if we look, you know, 30% here, you know, 31%, you can just see the overall numbers, right? I would say anything near the 20% and under is really, really good, right? That's really good. Anything to like the 25%, maybe to like almost 30 is decent. Once it starts hitting 30% is a bit weaker, and anything above that is kind of like, okay, like this coin's getting pooped on. I already showed you Myro down 50%. But look, you can see pretty much a lot of coins around the 20%, a little bit, some of them a little bit more. You know, meme coin getting pooped on, right? It's just kind of normal, right? But Beam, ICP, Mana, all decent coins also getting kind of pooped on a little bit, 25%. So it's very normal. Crypto Bubble is such a cool site. It's pretty good to just give you a good indication if it's a green or red day. But I use TradingView, and I pretty much have a lot of the relevant coins over here. I have 96 right? And I have some good upcoming projects. So I just pretty much changed this to see what's doing good right now. Gala, for example, Gala, this thing pretty much when crypto started to go down, I mean, had its pump, and then Bitcoin started to go down. So pretty much when Bitcoin started went down 30%, it's normal because this just had a pump. It's gonna have a retracement, and we can look for a position here to go up. But BNB, right? BNB just a couple of days ago pretty much was sitting at 630, right? A little bit higher, and it's gone down 20%, which is still very respectable, right? I did have this drawn out, so I did know it's going to get rejected off here, go back down, and now it's probably going to bounce around and go up, unless, of course, Bitcoin decides to go down. Then I have to remark it up, but now I'm just yapping. Another way you could check a coin is doing good, it's dominance against Bitcoin, right? We could tell here Solana's dominance is pretty good against Bitcoin, right? This thing overall has been going up even when Bitcoin was going down. So that is a very, very, very good indication that it's going to be pumping during the altcoin season. Let's see another one, Doge, BTC maybe, right? Doge, BTC overall, pretty weak, pretty damn weak. Let's check something like Filecoin, right? Filecoin. Filecoin, for example, is in the dumps. It's in the dumps against Bitcoin, so it's really struggling against Bitcoin. But overall, in the market might be doing decent, but against Bitcoin, no. Which means pretty much when Bitcoin's gonna be taking a dump, something like Filecoin's pretty much gonna be taking a dump. That's kind of expected, right? If we go down here, right, let's see how much it actually has been going down. So pretty much from this candle, let's say 30%. So yeah, it's getting hit a little bit heavier than some of the other coins, but it's also not the worst, right? If I wanted to really nitpick, I could do over here, which would be 34%, but a fair thing would be pretty much this last candle, like 14th, around the 14th, so 13, yeah, it's 26%. So one of the ways, like I said, to look is pretty much the Bitcoin dominance. Also, the last thing is market structure, right? Filecoin overall was just accumulating and it just broke out of this. And so obviously it's also going to have a pullback, but also Bitcoin's going to go down. But like you can't expect the biggest dump, right? It's just not going to happen, right? Context really matters. Something that's going to get hurt more is, for example, a Filecoin, was starting to pump. Let's say it was in the middle here and then Bitcoin started to die. Then yeah, we would see Filecoin doing something like this very, very quickly because its dominance against Bitcoin is absolutely poo. Anyways, guys, hope this video was insightful, and I'll talk to you next time.